What's up, everybody? Jonathan back here with the last of the mod mud challenges. So this is challenge number 4, and so if you hadn't been watching the first video, the first clear winner was the Kiravet 701M tractor. It's a 6x6, pretty big mud tires, and then we put it up against 3 other mods in video number 2. And the winner of that one was a big jacked up mud truck, Dodge Dakota. And then we put the Dodge Dakota up against 3 other mods in the last video, and the Blackrock Ford, here you see in the left, was the winner of that video, so of that challenge. And then today we've got 3 others that are going up against the Blackrock Ford. We've got this big 6-door monster truck. I'm not sure what, I guess that's a Ford maybe. And then let's see, we've got the this military type truck, which is the, let's see, what was that? I've already forgotten what it said. Well, then on the end here we got this Juggernaut, which is 8x8, and this military machine's also 8x8. So let's see, what was this truck again? It was the Type E 7310, whatever that is. I'm sure it's some kind of Russian military truck. It looks kind of pretty Russian to me. But anyway, so we're going to start off as we usually do with the Blackrock Ford. Let me get down that way, since we know what it'll do. And you know, every time I've tried to pick a clear winner, I've been wrong. So I'm not going to make any predictions this time. You know, of course, I drove him over here to the starting line, but I just really can't say for sure which one I think is going to win. I mean, I kind of want to lean towards this big green truck. I don't know why. You know, the Blackrock Ford was pretty good last time. So anyway, let's give it a shot and see what happens. So let's get the engine fired up. Parking brake is off. Diff lock is on. All wheels are on. And as we've always done, we're going to leave it in automatic, just so there's no advantage. You know, if you watched the last video, you saw those big mud trucks, this Blackrock and the big orange truck we had. Whenever you put it in high, that thing really tears through the mud. So, but for this video, like usual, at the start here, we're just going to leave it in automatic. So, let's go. Yeah, and this truck, you know, no surprise. We saw what it did last video, and we even went and rescued the other truck with the winch. So we know this truck will go through the mud, and it goes through it pretty easily. I want to say maybe we got it stuck over here on the brush last time, but I can't remember if that was that one or the Dodge Dakota. But anyway, yeah, so no big surprise here. We might actually get it stuck right here. For some reason, when it gets over into this brush, it just really doesn't want to go anywhere. Just about any of the vehicles don't want to. Okay, so that's enough of that. We've seen that. Alright, let's go with this 6-door F-350. Yeah, it is a Ford. And you know, this one, I got a feeling it's going to be pretty much like that orange truck we drove last time. It's same similar style, and the big tires and everything. So let's see what this thing will do. And this one takes a minute to get started. Kind of a neat little effect there. All right, here we go. Automatic transmission, and just going to go as straight line as we can. Let's go. Yeah, I guess that one, I don't know why it's not going a little faster than it is. It's like it wants to go and then pause and go, and oh, it's trying to switch gears. That's what it's doing. Yeah, I would imagine this mod is probably not set up to work well in automatic. Because it keeps trying to hit a little patch of shallow mud and go faster, but then hits another deeper patch and it switches back to first gear, so it's trying to switch between first and second gear and it's not having much luck. But it is going through the mud pretty good, and as I suspect, if we were to get it going and throw it in high gear, that thing would probably just tear through the mud. But you know, I would say, well, it's hard to say. I mean, the Blackrock Ford made it through a little quicker. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, these trucks really don't like this mud over here with the brush in it for some reason. Okay, well, that one is not going anywhere. So we'll come back to the Blackrock in a minute and see if we can just pull ourselves out without a winch or anything. If we can, then we're going to say that this green truck is done, because I'm stuck. I might could throw it in low range and creep out of there, but well, wait a minute here. I'm not giving it quite as much gas and it's pulling itself out. Slowly but surely. Yep, there it goes. That's the key, I guess, is just not giving it quite as much gas and getting that wheel spin. Okay, well, that was a good one. I'm really curious though to see what these 8x8s are going to do. I mean, they're not as big of tires, and you know, as you can see, the tires in these things aren't very big at all. They're fairly low to the ground. They got to be pretty heavy. But again, they do have the 8-wheel drive, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to say, yeah, this one has diff lock on always, and it is all wheels are on. Yeah, this is pretty much what I thought was going to happen. I mean, it's probably slowly going to pull itself through the mud, but just being so low to the ground, and well, actually no, it's stuck. Let me try that trick of letting off the gas a little bit. Yeah, that might work. But that's not really what we're after. I mean, yeah, any vehicle probably can, in low gears and slow speeds, can pull itself through this mud, but we're looking for something that just plows through there like it's nothing. So I don't know. I'm just barely giving it some gas and it's going. But like we saw in some previous videos, whenever that happened, I mean, this isn't what we're looking for. So I'm going to say that this one is capable, but not what we're looking for, and not the winner of this video. Alright, so let's try this other one, this Juggernaut, see what this can do. And my suspicion is it's going to be basically the same thing we just saw with this military truck over here. But I could be surprised, I don't know. It seemed to have some power whenever I was getting it over here. Maybe if it gets out of this little brushy area, it'll do a little better. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty much the same thing this military truck was doing. I could give it barely some gas and it'll creep through the mud. But we're looking for something that just dominates the mud, so unfortunately I'm gonna say this one's done too. I mean, yeah, it's just so low to the ground. You can see the axle there on the bottom. It's just deep in the mud. Probably the same thing with the other truck over there. In fact, I think that, yeah, the cab on that one's even lower than this one, so. Alright, well, we're gonna say that one's done. And let me get back to, I don't know why that's there. Let me get back to the 6-door F350. Let's see what this thing will do. And I think what we're going to do here is, since, like last video, those mud trucks, we threw them in high gear to see what it would do. So let's do that with this truck now. Stupid parking brake. So let's get a little run here And then I'm gonna throw it into high gear. Well, didn't seem to dominate like that Blackrock Ford did last video. Let's see if I can get another run. Maybe go around the edge or something and get away from all this brushy area, since it seems to give everybody problems. Yeah, I wish there was a better spot to get a good run. I just don't really see anything. Maybe I can go around the edge right here. Yeah, here we go. I'm just going to leave it in a straight line because they seem to like that. Got the gas floored. This dragging bottom, you can see the back axle right there leaving a drag mark. Well, this map for sure is some serious mud. And it's kind of stuck in the ruts now. Still going though. We'll make one more run back across there and then we'll fire up the Blackrock and make another run with it. See what we can do. Let me try to get a good run here. That's pretty neat looking though. Those tires churning through that mud like that. I'm just going to leave the wheel straight, not even turning it, not even touching it. I just think the tires aren't tall enough or something. It seems to be dragging bottom with the axles. Maybe it'll hit this bank over here and turn itself a little bit. I'll give it a slight little turn. Well, we're hitting some deep mud again. Well, this truck's fairly impressive. I mean, as long as you stay out of that brushy area over there, it seems to be alright. Doesn't like to turn very much. Of course, I imagine these trucks are made mostly for just going in a straight line, running through the mud. And I really don't know if we're going to have a clear winter this time. I mean, this green truck seems to be plowing through the mud pretty good. We know the Blackrocks will do the same. Uh-oh. I may have spoke too soon. Yeah, I don't think the automatic transmission set up very well in this truck. Well, let's do one more test here. Let's hook up the winch to one of these 8x8s and then see if we can't pull it around a little bit. If we can, then we know this truck's pretty good. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to run into it. Yeah, I was just watching. I mean, I don't go to very many, or never really been to any of those mud events, you know, where these big monster trucks or mud trucks are specifically built for just going through the mud. But I have seen, you know, some stuff on YouTube and whatever. But yeah, I was watching not too long ago on YouTube, and some of these trucks are outrageous. Well, I thought we weren't going to do any good, but now we're finally getting backed up here. So it's pulling through there fairly good. Yeah, I imagine it'll pull in a straight line all day long. Gosh, I may have to flip a coin on this one. I don't know. Blackrock or I'm gonna get. I can't stand driving at night. And I'll never go far enough. All right, there we go. Well, I think just based on what I'm seeing right here, I think I'm going to say the Blackrock Ford is my winner again. It seems to be getting through the mud a little better than that green truck. I think the axles are just too low on that thing. I can't imagine why the axles would be much different on this truck, because the tires seem a little bit smaller, shorter. But it sure does get through the mud a lot easier. I don't know if it's the gearing or the horsepower or what. I mean, we're just literally running circles around everybody. So I think I'm going to say the Blackrock Ford's my winner for this second time in a row. And unfortunately, I couldn't test out the mod I wanted to have in here, which I thought was going to be the hands down, without a doubt, clear winner. But I tried installing the mod, and for some reason it just wouldn't work. It was a big monstrosity of a truck. I mean, it was I think it was either a 6x6 or an 8x8, but it reminded me of one of those big monster Caterpillar mining trucks. But it had, I want to say 8 wheels. And I mean, the thing was just huge. If you go onto YouTube and you punch in or type in Spintires biggest truck, then the first video I believe that comes up is a video by, I believe it's Mr. Jambone or something like that. And it's a big red truck with 8 monster tires. I mean, the thing is an absolute beast. and I just couldn't get it to install. I copied all the files over like it was supposed to, and it just, I may have to try it again, but it just didn't work for me. Well, now we have stuck the Blackrock. We'll get it out though. Alright, well, I'm not sure what to do now. We've had the Blackrock as the winner 2 weeks in a row, and so what I was going to do was have a big showdown in the next video, put all 4 trucks that you know, won each round up against each other to see who was the overall winner. So we had the Caravet 701M tractor was the first video, and then we had the Dodge Dakota, and then this truck, and then this truck again. So maybe maybe we'll go one more round. Maybe I can get that other truck installed finally, and I'll just kind of have to hunt around to see if there's any more trucks that can go up against this thing. And that green truck was all right, but we saw in this video, you know, it didn't do that great. So I don't know. Maybe I can just do 3. Maybe I'll just do the Caravets, the Dodge Dakota, and then this truck. But I think what I'm going to do for the next video, though, the overall championship, is I think we pretty much worn out this little valley right here. So I think what I'm going to do is probably try out this big mud pit right here. If I can get the trucks over there. One of the problems is getting from the garage over to here. I had to cut up through here, a shortcut, just to get them there. But to get them over to here, looks like I'm going to have to go up this hill, down this road, and then over to here. But maybe that'll work out. So I think I'm going to try this other big pit. I mean, this thing looks twice or 3 times as big as this one. And there's another big pit right over here. But yeah, we'll create a new challenge for them in the final showdown, since we've kind of worn out this little valley area. That's what we'll do for next time, is come over here to this spot. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. And once again, the Blackrock Ford is your winner. And so hit that subscribe button. And in the next few days or so, we'll have another video where we'll put up those 3 vehicles, the 3 mods, up against each other, and see who the winner is going to be overall. And we'll do that pretty shortly, so stay tuned for that.